Gotta tell you, it's the first time I've ever been on a handcar. Allow me to introduce Anne Shropshire. She is the curator here at the Railway Museum of Eastern Ontario. Tell me a little bit about the background behind this handcar.
All right, well, this is a handcar. It was used by section crews to get to work. It wouldn't be uncommon for them to have to go about 8 miles, so it's a good workout, we'll say. But we kind of say at the museum here, this is sort of green technology, over 100 years old. So.
For sure, and you get a workout.
Absolutely. Hey.
Let me follow you into the station because you're celebrating 100 years.
Yes.
So how did it all start?
Well, this station was built in 1912. It was built by Canadian Northern Railway, and they were looking to expand more east. They were a Western company, and they basically built this station in Smiths Falls because this was sort of a CP town. They were hoping to draw passengers away, so we have this sort of beautiful, elaborate Edwardian station, and they were never very successful at it, so they ended up going bankrupt. Canadian National purchased it in 1923, and Canadian National ran trains through here from Toronto to Ottawa up until 1979 when they abandoned the station. So the CN at that time too was looking to demolish the building, so a bunch of citizens got together, formed the Smiths Falls Railway Museum Association, and bought the building for $1 and spent the next 20 years renovating it.
So for people who have never had the opportunity to see the museum, what can they expect?
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's great for all ages, rail fans, families, retired railway workers, anybody who's had an interest in trains, really. So we've got some really unique items. Besides the station celebrating 100 years, our steam locomotive is as well. We've got the only dental car in North America, so that's very, very cool to see.
That's right there, right?
Yes.
What is a dental car exactly?
Well, a dental car, it was a program run by the Ontario government from 1930 to 1970, and basically dentists and usually his wife would head up north to Northern Ontario to remote communities and provide free dental care.
Makes sense, hence the name dental car. And what about the Cadillac that is tucked into this barn right here?
Well, this one is also a very unique piece. It's a 1947 Cadillac, and it was driven by an engineer for the president of CPR, Buck Crump, and he would have used it to sort of head out to inspect the work being done by railway workers, to even possibly sort of get to meetings close by.
And before we go, tell me a little bit about the new exhibit.
That exhibit is very, very exciting. It's a social history of the railway in Smiths Falls. So being a railway town, Smiths Falls, we have a huge railway history. So we're looking at the social history of it. So the families of the railway workers, what was it like during the war, and how did the railway play a role in that? We also look, of course, at the two buildings, station buildings, the Canadian Northern building, ours, as well as the CP station across town. So it's a very, very interesting and nicely visual exhibit.
Great. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thanks for coming.
A reminder that the museum is open 7 days a week, and that handcar ride alone, so much fun. You've got to come down and check out the Railway Museum of Eastern Ontario here in Smiths Falls.